about the actual questions I had. And we can get to spoiler territories if you want. Do you think Ethan makes more sense for Arya, for all compared to all the boys in general?
I can't say that he's like the 100% best choice. I can't say. I think that's generally going to be heavily dependent on, you know, whoever's playing. I think it's up to the personal interpretation of what Arya might like and what kind of person she might be into. Some people may not be as into a reserved person like Ethan and might not enjoy someone who is, you know, super technically minded and maybe a little more literal and maybe more difficult to find common ground with, and that might suit better somebody like Tanner or Silver or Damien. Maybe they like the mysterious and interesting type of Damien, and that's perfectly fine. That's part of the choice.
Well, I just mean like in your opinion, like from. Like,
in my opinion,
yeah.
I mean, is it biased to say yes?
Yeah. I mean, the voice actor for Damien, he was just like, I want to say Damien, but low key, you guys were playing favoritism with the Ethan story.
but I mean, let's think about the action that happened in the Damien storyline. I mean, dude is a bulletproof vest for Arya, really, and does his best to be that way. I mean, that's a fun dynamic that, I mean, you don't get that with Ethan. You talk about Ethan's AI, so I don't know. It's hard to say specifically. I don't know. I don't think I can lock in an answer on like who I think is best, or if Ethan is best for Arya, on my personal opinion.
So it was
I need to play the game more.
You should. You guys could download it on itch.io for free. Give it a 5-star rating. 5-star rating, make it popular. Donate. No, it was funny because I asked him, does he think Arya and Damien should be? He said no. He said, honestly, that would be a bad relationship. And he was like, because Damien has too much demons going on in terms of like all the stuff he goes through. He's like, low-key, I should hurt him with Layla. He's like,
I mean,
do you ship Ethan with Layla too?
You know, I don't know. She might be a little much for Ethan. I think that's a level of outgoing and extroverted that doesn't suit him quite as well.
Honestly, if he had said yes, that would have been everybody who said yes to Layla, because everyone keeps saying, honestly, I would have preferred if the guy ended up with Layla. Everyone keeps saying Layla should be with like, everyone keeps picking Layla over Ari. I'm just like, dang.
Man, I'm curious. Do you actually have like stats on? Can you even collect? Do you have a way to collect stats? Do you? It's pretty much just, it would have to be like polling.
Yeah, I did polls at one point. I can't. I remember doing the polls at one point. I know when I did polls on who you guys like more in design, it was a tie between you and Damien. So, and then when people played the story, the top 3 were Damien, you, and Silver. So it's always a tie between you and Damien. The moment they accidentally enter your route, they're like, I'm staying to this route, I'm committed. They're like, I want to see Ethan. They're like, I'm gonna end stream, and they're like, wait, no, I need to see more about Ethan.
That's what it's about.
That's it's so funny because they really like the Ethan story that much. The thing is, the Ethan story is the one I know least about because it's too long.
You haven't read? Wait, have you not played through the Ethan route fully?
I played through it, but the thing is, it's like that's the one I have to like skim.
Yeah, it's a lot to pay attention to. That is for sure.
I've seen other people play through it, but then they skim through all the female dialogues for it. They're like, they say, I don't care about the girls. I just want to know about Ethan and Arya. But I do know something, which is one of the things I was gonna bring up about the backstory between Silver and Ethan.
Yeah, that's a whole interesting story there, isn't it?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that backstory, honestly? Because I cracked up thinking about it, honestly.
Silver is a very special kind of person. I think we've all had that kind of guy in our life. Maybe not to the same extent, but just the one that pushes your buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I felt bad for Ethan with some of the stuff that was said. And it's just like, damn, man, that feels cruel. But I mean, our boy took it to heart and was like, okay, all right, how can I make my life, better after this? And then still was friends with Silver. Like, that's, I don't know if I would have still been friends with Silver. For sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Arya's reaction was justified, and Ethan's just like, it's no big deal.
Yeah, stuff happens, I guess.
Yeah, he's just like, it's just boys being boys. That's what cracks me up about it. It's like, how are you so mad? It was in the past.
Yeah, it already happened. I mean, it's fine. Really.
It's fine. It's not like it traumatized me.
No. My therapist says I'm over it.
So, yeah, one of the polls I did is which concept you like the most, and out of 99 votes, Ethan, it was between Ethan, Ty, and Damien. Ethan got 76%. So, and then on another poll, I said which love interest should end up with Arya. Out of 47 votes, 68 said Damien. So
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's usually like it's either you guys it's either Ethan or Damien who's usually winning. Yeah, another one was 56 votes, and it was Damien who won with 66%. Is they love his design. So yeah, it's you guys are always tying when it comes to each other. Like, I win, you win, I win. Yes, it's so funny because like you guys don't interact, but there's always a rivalry going on. So,
Arya's choice 2, presidential election, Ethan versus Damien.
Honestly, Arya's choice 2. Arya's wedding. Who did Arya end up with, Ethan or Damien? Here's all the other side characters. Did they actually? And then they're like, wait, what about Layla? So yeah, Layla actually did have a route with Ethan. What did you think about the Layla Ethan love story that happened?
To be honest, it's been a while since I've hit that, so I don't remember super well what happened. Is that the one where they kind of really locked in at the towards the end?
Yes.
Okay. I thought that was really sweet. Like that was a good little thing where they just kind of found the way they wanted to be, and I'm really trying to remember. It was a Ty and Tanner, were they like competing for Layla, and then Layla's like, wait a minute, I'm gonna go see the nurse.
It was funny because I think Ty is with Serenity and Tanner is literally on your case the whole time. So you're trying to be with Layla, and Tanner is straight up like, I'm coming too, and you're like,
oh yeah. It's like, oh yeah, the more the merrier, I guess. And it's like, ah.
You're just like, get a hint. So that's why I asked you, it's like, what are your thoughts? Because you said that it was too much, but at the same time, that dynamic showed that Layla could also like be at the same level as Ethan.
That is very true. Layla's a very honest person, very sincere individual. So that definitely, helps in a lot of ways.
It was. I think a lot of reasons why people kept asking for Layla too is because they kept saying the voice. So it's the voice. I don't know if you ever got to play the game with the voices. So
I haven't gotten to the end since the voice package. I did just download the most up-to-date version, so I've just been kind of going through it at a snail's pace.
At a snail's pace. Were you Did you not were you upset you didn't really get to see a dynamic between Serenity and Ethan, or what you think the dynamic would have been with Serenity and Ethan?
I don't think I've spent enough time with it to actually form a good opinion on it. So I mean, yeah, I just gotta throw it back to you. I don't know if I would have sought more of a relationship between those two, or what. What would you have wanted to see? Do you think that there was something there? Do you think there's something there generally between all the characters? Like there's just tons of possibility, or
well,
do you think it might not have worked out?
Well, the dynamic was supposed to be like if the girl, if Arya didn't end up with one of the guys, the girls would have been in that dynamic. Unless we picked the one route where one of the routes was supposed to be Serenity ending up by herself because she realized she didn't have to be in a relationship. That it's okay being single, because that's a message in itself. But when it comes to visual novels, people usually see it as a negative to be alone, get an ending where you're by yourself. So, but I feel like that's a strong message in itself. The thing is, when I did the diagram, I messed up and ended up writing up the thing wrong. So we had a route where two people ended up with the same character. I was like, oh no. So we had to quickly fix that. And so then and we also realized Michelangelo was barely anywhere to be found. So we're like, I guess Serenity gets Michelangelo and Layla gets Ethan in one route. So that there's kind of like an exclusivity type of situation where they can't always get the same character. So like in Arya's case, she cannot end up with Tanner no matter what. And then Layla cannot end up with Michelangelo, and Serenity cannot end up with Ethan. So yeah. So I mean, I think there could have been a way to write a scenario where they ended up with those respective characters. If Ethan and Serenity ended up, Serenity could have been talking about marketing, and Ethan could have taken up, but it's more so like the dynamic that would have been in that scenario, because you have because you already have the introvert extrovert with Layla and Ethan, so it's just like, I don't know,
be a different flavor of it.
Yeah, so it's just like, what would Ethan actually get out of his shell in this example, so it feels kind of different. Yeah, it would kind of have to be somewhere where it feels like it's different and not just a repeat of what happened before.
Right.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's possible, but at the same time, it's like, is it really necessary? So.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like it's only necessary when you really like have the time and space to like expand on the story and like just increase the density of the game. And I mean, in that respect, you'd probably be able to really flesh out some of these things and find where those differences and unique aspects lie. But
I guess the only way that would work, well, not with them, but I guess the only thing that could work is Arya ended up with Tanner, because that's two different dynamics that could happen. That's a completely different dynamic than what she had with the other love.
Yeah.
But like honestly, if the Michelangelo with Layla and the Ethan with Serenity is just basically a repeat, so it wouldn't be necessary. It would kind of be like, I mean, it would be more. I feel like in that case, it would be better off for Serenity to be by herself in that, and Ethan kind of maybe they build a friendship instead of an actual romance.
Yeah. That could be the thing. Just like a partnership in more of a business sense, or just a friendly relations. And I don't know, maybe they, I mean, leave that route open to where Ethan is, kind of the same mind. Doesn't have to be in a relationship with somebody, but can still, get that fulfillment elsewhere.
Yeah, I think that way we could have that original message we were going for. And then with Layla Michelangelo, I feel like there could be something done with that, because Michelangelo never got a spotlight. So I feel like maybe it could be like actually pushing him out of the comfort zone, because Serenity really didn't do that. So it wouldn't be a repeat in that scenario. It would be like she is literally making him do stuff. So like, I think it could work in that sense. So yeah, that's definitely something that could work. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.